Speedway, baby.
That's where I'm going.
It's our week. It's gonna be so fun.
Kansas City, here I come.
Saturday night under the lights, Friday night under the lights.
Alright, let's tell the people about our home track.
Welcome to Kansas Speedway. Welcome to Kansas City. Welcome to No Onions, No Tomatoes. We're getting ready to get you guys started.
Alright, this is just going to be a little video to show you what you need to do to get to the track, your do's and don'ts, and it's going to get you prepared for this race weekend.
Yep, I have this little book right here. We're season ticket holders, so we're not to say that we're experts because we get things wrong all the time. But we're going to try to walk you through first time race fans what you need to do to enjoy this to the fullest. Let's get after it.
First thing is to get your tickets.
Yes.
Where do you go?
We're going to go to www.kansasspeedway.com, or you're going to download the app, the Kansas Speedway app. You can download it on your iPad or Apple device, or on your Samsung device. And
or you could go to the will call.
Yes.
At the gates. You could buy tickets. Look for discounts. They give military and discounts for government workers in the area.
Yes.
And kids are free on Friday, and cheap tickets on Saturday.
Absolutely. There are deals all over the place, and we want to get you in here to experience something great.
Under the lights, too. Parking.
Okay.
How much does it cost? It's free, people.
We have free parking. You know you don't get that at virtually any other professional event.
Lots of parking too. Plenty of parking.
And there are multiple entrances into the stadium, right? Off of the
435 and 70.
Off both of those ways you can enter into this track, and there's tons of parking in the grass.
And they flow it very well.
Yes.
So come early and tailgate because the races are both at night, so you have plenty of time during the day to tailgate. I think they open at 10 on Friday. 10
o'clock on Friday.
And noon on Saturday. So bring your easy up because it's going to be hot. Bring your sunscreen.
Yes.
Bring your grill, your chairs, your coolers. Sit outside for a little bit. Relax. Get something to eat. And then go in and save time to go to the Midway, which is the area before you get into the gate. What can we do at the Midway? At the
Midway, you're going to have a lot of fun there. You're going to have merchandise haulers. These merchandise haulers look like trailers with specific drivers or specific teams or fanatics, and then also NASCAR. And you can purchase things. And then they also have setups for sponsors. So Toyota has a stage, Monster Energy has a stage, Ford, Chevy.
AAA.
Absolutely. And the beauty of this is that you can get some free swag.
Some free bags or totes.
Yes, they're always willing and wanting fan engagement, and this is also a kid-friendly environment. And
they even have a merry-go-round.
Yes.
They also have like a driving thing where you could do where they take on a test track.
Yeah.
There's food and drink outside before you go in to the track. So there's also concessions and stuff before you go into the track. Then the other thing you could do prior to the race is go to the inside of the track and the infield.
It's called the DC Solar Fan Walk. Okay, you access this on race day. On race day Saturday, you can access it from the track, but on Friday you have to access it from the tunnel. But it is a wonderful experience. It gets you behind the ropes. You're actually going to be against the fence and actually get to see the garage area and see these cars literally feet away from you going out onto the track and practicing and qualifying.
And that is an extra charge for those tickets, but it's $15, I think, on Friday.
On Friday, yes.
On Saturday, they do have a concert.
Yes.
I think it's the Gin Blossoms.
The Gin Blossoms.
So you could watch that from the stands, or if you have these passes, you could go down and walk on the track or walk on the infield. So other than the Midway, and now that you have the inside of the track, the other thing to do is what can I bring into this track when I come in?
So let's talk about it, right? So we have security, and you're going to have to go through a checkpoint, right? And they're going to have wands, and they're going to be checking. Mm-hmm. But you can bring in a cooler, and here's an example of the cooler you can bring. You can bring in this 14 by 14 by 14 soft-sided cooler. Now, as you can see, it does have this inner liner. The inner liner is fine, but it has to be a soft side. It can't be an old school or one of the hard plastic ones. Okay. Inside this cooler, You know what you can bring? Anything you want. You can bring alcohol. You can bring some Bud Light or Miller Lite. You can bring in Palm Breezers. You can bring in water, Gatorade, soda. You can bring in even these little tricks.
What can't you bring?
Okay, so you can bring in any of this, but it can't be glass.
No
okay?
glass.
That's the only stipulation, okay? Which I think is pretty fair.
That's pretty fair.
And pretty safe.
And you could bring in a stroller if you have a kid in it.
Yep.
You could bring in an umbrella. You could bring in binoculars. You could bring in a backpack. Show them our backpack.
Yeah. And we have the backpack right here where we put our must items, our scanners. We're going to get to that in a second.
You could bring in blankets. You could bring in a selfie stick.
Yes.
You can't bring in you can't bring in weapons.
Right.
Leave your knives and stuff in the car.
Yes. This is yeah.
And no stadium seats that have the metal hooks or have metal framing.
Yes, because all the seating has backing. So
yes.
you can bring in the small little cushion.
Yeah.
If you want to bring that in to cushion yourself, you can.
Okay, and so what else do we need to do before we go on the track? Is get our scanner.
Okay,
let's talk about the scanner.
Okay, so we're gonna go to. So there are multiple racing electronics haulers and kiosks that rent and sell these scanners, okay? And they come with the headphone, and then we have two types. So Christina's holding this is the normal type, it's a basic scanner. This scanner will give you access so you can listen live time to the driver with the crew chief and also with the spotter.
Or you could just listen to the broadcast.
Yes, you can also listen to MRN broadcast. This baby right here is a fan vision, which you can also rent. This right here, actually, as you can see, this is a screen, a TV screen. I don't have it on right now, but this right here, you can actually watch the live TV broadcast. You can watch different angles, different camera angles. You can even see replays. It shows you up to the second stats, lap times, and leaderboard. This baby right here is well worth the rent. And,
I love it for the replays.
Yeah, and worth the buy, which is why we purchased them.
And the other good thing about renting a scanner is it protects your ears from the loudness of the cars going by.
Yeah, so if you can't rent a scanner, that's fine, and so you won't have this kind of headphones. If you have any other kind of headphones, bring them, or at the very least, have these little earbuds, and especially for children. Let's talk about the kids.
They have kid-size scanner type of headphones that you could use. But we see kids in there leaving the stands because they're crying because they have nothing on their ears, and the parents are just like taking them down the stairs as they scream because it is so loud, people.
It's phenomenally loud, so just make sure, even though you think that it may be okay for your kid and they may think it's okay, let's remember that kids' ears are susceptible to ear damage more than adults, okay? Because not fully functional.
Okay, so then on the things that they'll be qualifying and they'll be practicing on Friday. So you can go in and see that. Yes. There'll be drivers having some appearances throughout the day, and all that can be found on the Kansas Speedway app under schedules, and they have the weekend schedule. And for each day, they have the timings of all the different events that you could follow along. And they even allow you to set reminders.
Right now, that's Friday. I know you guys really can't see it, but it has Friday. You can click on it and it has Saturday. You can set like I said, you can set reminders for yourself. And then you can also go onto this app and you can actually set text alerts for yourself. And they Kansas Speedway is constantly texting.
Yes.
And then there's also a text number that you can use if you need assistance, if you're lost, if you've lost a kid, if you just have some general information that you want to pass along. They're very, very responsive. This administration here at Kansas Speedway is the best that I know, and this is the best venue that I've ever been to at NASCAR.
And so the other thing to remember, it's going to be hot, so bring your sunscreen.
Yes.
But there's plenty of cover underneath the track.
Underneath the grandstands is shaded fairly well, so you don't have to worry about that. Plenty of bathrooms, plenty of seating. Okay?
Yeah, they have picnic tables in there, and they have just bench seatings because they have tons of concession. Even though you could bring in all the free food and all the food and drink you want, there's plenty of concessions for some good old funnel cakes and kettle corn.
churros, all that.
Oh yes, and so just remember to pack some sunscreen, pack the stuff you need to bring in, and come and enjoy the race with us.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Hey, tell them what they can do if they come and find us.
All right, you find us. We're in section 244. You find us. No Onions, No Tomatoes podcast will be giving out some of these babies. We have our own koozies that we made.
That's right.
Yep,
We're bona fide.
we blew the budget. And then when the first 10 people that come up to us, hey, you're gonna get one of these koozies. And then we also want to give a shout out to
my favorite barbecue sauce.
KC Masterpiece, who is now the title sponsor for this year's race, the Saturday May race.
That's right.
Which is a great sponsor to team up with Kansas Speedway, because Kansas City synonymous with barbecue. And like you said, you can see that we use this stuff. We're ready to rumble. Hope to see you out there. Please have a good time. The tailgating's wonderful. Talk to some people. Everybody's nice.
And stay tuned for some videos. We'll be uploading some stuff live on Friday and Saturday, if I can get the technology to work.
Whoa.
But we think we can. So we'll see you on Friday and Saturday, folks.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Bye.